At the dawn of time, when the sons of the gods descended to earth and united with the daughters of men, the Nephilim emerged. Beings of colossal stature, endowed with powers that made them feared and revered. However, divine wrath did not spare the earth, and the flood came as a judgment upon corrupt humanity. But what happened to the Nephilim? Imagine a time when gigantic beings walked the earth, sons of the gods, whose presence inspired both fascination and fear. The Nephilim, descendants of the union between fallen angels and mortals, were enigmatic figures whose existence defied human understanding. With their immense strength and superhuman abilities, they became living legends, inspiring stories that would be passed down from generation to generation. Before the flood, the Nephilim dominated vast regions, exerting their power over the peoples of the earth. With their imposing stature and superhuman abilities, they established themselves as rulers and warriors, leaving an indelible mark on ancient history. Ancient accounts describe their cities as majestic metropolises where they reigned as gods over humans. In their stone palaces, the Nephilim presided over rituals and ceremonies that reinforced their divine authority and mystified mortals. The society of the Nephilim was hierarchical and organized, with each giant occupying a position of power. They were known for their building and architectural skills, creating monumental structures that defy modern logic and engineering. These constructions, many of which still stand, are silent witnesses to an era when giants ruled the earth. When the flood was announced by Noah, many believed it would be impossible to survive God's wrath. However, the Nephilim, with their vast reserves of knowledge and power, were not caught off guard. Through their superhuman abilities, some managed to prepare for the impending catastrophe. The Bible mentions in Genesis chapter 6, verse 4, that there were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came to the daughters of men and had children by them. These giants were the mighty men of old, men of renown. There are theories suggesting that some Nephilim sought refuge in the highest mountains, building fortresses and deep caves where the waters could not reach them. Other accounts speak of Nephilim who had the ability to breathe underwater or who were able to create magical air bubbles to protect themselves during the flood. Ancient cultures around the world have their own legends about giants and divine beings who coexisted with humans. These stories are often associated with the Nephilim, interpreted as the giants mentioned in various mythological and religious traditions. In the Middle East, stories speak of Nephilim hiding in the depths of the earth, waiting for the waters to recede. In Egypt, there are accounts of giants building secret chambers within the pyramids to protect themselves from the flood. In South America, Incan legends mention giant beings who escaped to the Andes Mountains, where they continued to live in secrecy. Similarly, in various African cultures, there are stories of giants taking refuge in dense forests and unexplored caves. Despite the uncertainties and lack of precise records, oral tradition and ancient texts echo the legacy of the Nephilim. Some claim that they not only survived, but also adapted to new eras, influencing cultures and myths over millennia. Their stories merged with legends of heroes and gods, feeding the mystery and fascination to this day. The presence of the Nephilim after the flood is suggested in various scriptures and sacred texts. In Numbers chapter 13, verse 33, the spies sent by Moses report the existence of giants in the land of Canaan, described as descendants of the Nephilim. This post-Diluvian mention suggests that somehow, their lineage continued. Over the centuries, the Nephilim became figures of legends and myths. Ancient historians, such as Flavius Josephus, wrote about the giants and their feats, perpetuating their stories in the pages of history. In ancient Greece, the Titans and other mythological giants may be echoes of these older stories about the Nephilim. Additionally, in Norse cultures, the Jotuns, a race of giants, could also be interpreted as reflections of the Nephilim. These legends and myths help preserve the memory of these extraordinary beings and keep the curiosity about their existence alive. An intriguing theory suggests that the Nephilim, with their advanced knowledge and mystical abilities, might have taken refuge in other dimensions or parallel realities. This idea, although speculative, offers an explanation for the apparent absence of physical evidence of their continued existence. If the Nephilim possessed the ability to transit between dimensions, they could have escaped to a realm where the flood would not reach them. While modern science has yet to find concrete evidence of the Nephilim's survival, there are archaeological discoveries that raise intriguing questions. Remains of gigantic skeletons and artifacts from ancient cultures describing beings of colossal stature have been found in various parts of the world, suggesting that stories of giants may have a basis in reality. There are contemporary reports of encounters with gigantic beings in remote regions of the world. Explorers and adventurers tell stories of isolated tribes that still worship the Nephilim as ancient gods. These accounts, though often discredited by conventional science, continue to fuel the belief in the ongoing existence of the Nephilim. The Nephilim have left a lasting legacy in modern cultures. Their influence can be seen in various mythologies, stories, and religious traditions. From epic tales to biblical narratives, the Nephilim remain powerful and mysterious figures that continue to inspire and intrigue humanity. The fascination with the Nephilim is not just a relic of the past. Today, writers, filmmakers, and artists continue to explore the legend of the Nephilim in their works. Films, books, and TV series frequently feature giants and supernatural beings, reflecting the continued curiosity and fascination with the unknown. The existence of the Nephilim raises profound questions about the nature of reality and human history. They represent the intersection between myth and reality, challenging our understanding of the world and history. The search for answers about the Nephilim is ultimately a quest to better understand our own humanity and the universe we inhabit. Thus, the Nephilim, descendants of a forbidden union between gods and mortals, remain a fascinating enigma of antiquity. Enveloped in myths and legends, their story reminds us of the complexity and depth of the narratives that have shaped our worldview over the centuries. Their possible survival of the flood not only challenges our understanding of history, but also continues to inspire debates and research on the boundaries between myth and reality. Now, I invite you, my friends and viewers, to reflect on these ancient legends. Comment, like, and share this video, and if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating explorations like this.